Hello everyone. In this one I decided to kind of throw these guys all into one video because they're all pretty simple and similar. I am doing the video review for Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy Battlemasters. We've got Blowpipe, Lionzer, and Firedrive. I just figured I'd do these guys all at once because they're simple, and why not, right? So obviously there, I'll show you a real close up here of each one in the packaging. Firedrive front and back. That's it. Lionzer front and back. And that's it. And finally, Blowpipe front and back. And that's it. And that is it for these three guys in their packaging. So of course what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause real quick, rip these guys out of the packaging, get back to you, and we'll see what they're like. Alright guys, here we have the Battlemasters out of their packages, and they are pretty cool little dudes. Let's go ahead and, we're going to move Lionzer out of the way since he's non-humanoid. But, yeah, I'd say Blowpipe and Firedrive, or Firebolt, is who he's clearly modeled after. They are pretty cool. They seem to be pretty much an identical height. Do the quick rotation of these guys. And they have basically identical transformations. And they have more or less identical articulation. And they don't have many points of articulation, but I'll show them off regardless. We got ball jointed arms, ball jointed at the hips, and that's it basically. They got 4 useful points of articulation. Yes, they do fold there due to transformation, but that's not useful. Can we have a gun face? Not really. It doesn't really work for Firedrive there, and we'll take a look at the articulation of Blowpipe now. And it's the same. Can he have a gun face? Nope. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring these guys in close so you can really get a good look at them. Really digging the head sculpt on this guy and the overall, the overall look of this is really cool. Now here's Blowpipe. Got that cool green paint on the face there. And there you go. So stand those two dudes off. Just have them stand. Should be able to stand pretty easy in theory, right? Okay, let's... Jeez, there we go. Okay. Couple and now of course we just got Lionzer here, and his articulation, he has one more couple more pieces than the humanoid ones do. His head can move like so due to transformation. Each one of his legs are on a ball joint, plus what quote unquote his tail can move, because that's the sword, and that is basically it. And let me go ahead and bring him in close for you. Very nice sculpt on him as well. Not a lot of paint, but that's okay. For a Target Master, that doesn't bother me in the least that he doesn't have tons of paint. So, let's go ahead and transform these guys, which is pretty simple. Firedrive, you just kind of, give him a head gun there. And now these can be a bit finicky to get just right. And then you just bend his body there. And then those tab in there. And then that tabs there. And that tabs there. And let's give him to an appropriate transformer here. And we'll get to him in a minute in gun mode. Oh yeah, if you want to get a good look at him, that's what he looks like. So there you go. And of course, next up we'll transform Blowpipe, who basically, of course, has an identical transformation. Thusly, right, you do the gun head first on Blowpipe. Let's peg his legs together. Give him a bend there in the middle. Peg in thusly. And peg in his arms to his legs thusly. Now we got Blowpipe in gun mode. Pew pew bang bang, right? There you go. And I'll give him to an appropriate transformer. There we go. Alright, and lastly, we've got Lionzer's transformation, which is obviously different than those guys, but it's not exactly complex. All you gotta do, fold the tail back, and you fold the head down, and then basically you just position the legs a certain way, more or less, right? Just basically make sure you tuck them out of the way there. And now let's get that. I'm sure these peg into something. I haven't. Let's see here. There we go. Ah. There we go. Alright. And now we have him in sword mode, right? And let's arm him up on somebody. Alright. Alright, now let's kind of re-angle the camera here so we can get a little bit of a wider view of the Target Masters with some transformers here. And see what we got. And then, of course, as you guys are well aware of, they come with fire effects, right? And Firedrive comes with 2 of these bad boys here. And, of course, they mount onto Firedrive, thusly. Double barrel shot there. Bang, bang. Of course, which I think is pretty darn neat. Sadly, these fire effects aren't compatible with many previous generations of Transformers. Obviously, Titan's Return Hot Rod has no problem holding Firedrive, but these won't mount to Hot Rod in any specific way. So let's go ahead and take these off Hot Rod. And I'll show off a Transformer obviously where these will work, and that is a side swipe from the current line. So side swipe, if you want, you can actually put, you know, he's shooting the thing from his shoulder cannon, or you can say, oh no, side swipes as I drop it onto the floor. Or you can say, oh no, Sideswipe has been shot. Right, so neat. Then of course we got the swooshy thing with Lionzer. And let me just grab Sideswipe and apply this off camera. It's a little hard to do it with reaching that far. There we go. Now we've got the swooshing thing going on, right? And now, of course, we got Blowpipe's effect. And there you go. You got Blowpipe shooting, or if you want, we're just going to pile the effect onto Sideswipe here. Sideswipe will be our showpiece, I guess. Oh, I thought that might attach there, but it doesn't. No big deal. So anyway, but he will fit on a Firedrive, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yep. Look at that. Firedrive can use Blowpipe's fire effect. So what do I think of these little Target Master guys? Obviously, I like them pretty well. They are really a cool way to arm up your figures. I'm glad Hasbro decided to start making Target Masters again. They're actually pretty awesome. So that's pretty much it for this quick little review of these guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. As always, if you like this, thumbs up. If you hate me, thumbs down. Share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, here's a bit of an addendum to the video, and I feel a little bit silly for this, but I thought I'd throw this in. Apparently I had Lionzer slightly transformed into weapon mode. Apparently I'm just like Hasbro with their stock photos. Yeah, basically, I got the legs slightly wrong. I just honestly put it the way I thought kind of looked good, so I'll just show you the correct. So basically, there we are, basically back to robot mode, animal mode, whatever. Basically, these pieces here tab together, like so. That's kind of how it's supposed to go. Whoopsie doodles. So let's just tab these guys again. There we go. There you go. That's more or less that's correct. Not the way I had it in the other part of the video. Thanks for that. See you guys.